Hi everyone, welcome to Nebulous Video Blogs. Today I'll be giving you an overview of what is a PCI compliance, what are its requirements, its benefits, and how F5 and NetMRI can help you achieve PCI compliance. PCI compliance is a set of security standards formed by the PCI Council. For a business to achieve PCI compliance, they will need to satisfy those requirements, which we'll go through in the next slide. And compliance efforts and acceptance must be completed on a periodic basis, and it's not a one-time process. More information can be found from PCISecurityStandards.org website. Listed below are the 12 significant requirements a business needs to achieve to obtain PCI compliance. The essential framework of PCI includes assessment, remediation, and reporting of all of these 12 single requirements. Over the coming slides, we're going to look at each of these requirements individually and see how F5 and NetMRI can help us achieve those requirements. Let's quickly look at the benefits of having PCI compliance and non-compliant issues. When a business achieves PCI compliance, it means their systems are more secure and the customers can have more confidence and trust in the business in the way they handle sensitive payment card information. This improves the business reputation and the relationship with other business brands, which in turn brings more business. If a business do not properly handle sensitive payment information, they are liable to negative consequences as listed, which could be expensive and damage the business reputation. So it is important to comply with PCI when a business needs to store and process payment informations. Now let's take a look at how F5 and Application Delivery Controller will help customers achieve PCI compliance. F5 has actually grouped the 12 PCI requirements into 6 different goals. I'll discuss how each of these goals are achieved from a demo F5 appliance. The first goal is to build and maintain a secure network which satisfies PCI first and second requirement. F5 LTM by default denies any traffic unless there is a specific virtual server enabled for it. Say for example like a link service or an RDP or a telnet created in the demo. And any other unwanted traffic will be denied by default. This secures customer data and backend applications, which satisfies the PCI first requirement. The second requirement is to not use vendor supplied defaults for system passwords. F5 allows users to easily change them from a single window, as I can show you here. An admin privileged user can easily change the system or the vendor supplied defaults. The second goal is to protect cardholder data. F5 does not store any sensitive information and helps customers scrub or mask credit card numbers using iRules. F5 also keeps connections encrypted from the client to the server using SSL certificates. So this satisfies PCI third and fourth requirements to keep the connections encrypted and to keep the sensitive information stored safely. The third goal is to maintain a vulnerability management program. F5's APM and ASM module can help achieve those requirements. APM can scan remote machines for up-to-date antivirus programs before allowing them to connect to the customer network. And ASM is a web application firewall which protects against any application vulnerabilities using a positive security model and a signature-based negative security model. The fourth goal is to implement strong access control measures. BigIP APM and BigIP Edge Gateway control and restrict access to corporate application and cardholder data. Secure access is granted at both user and network levels on an as-need basis, and it also supports two-factor authentication. The entire F5 product suite addresses the issue of unique user identification and management. It also supports a specific hardware-based security model which generates, stores and protects digital high-value cryptographic keys. The fifth goal is to regularly monitor and test networks. F5 ABR module allows customers to monitor events and keep track of changes with full audit. F5 does not have its own testing services but has third-party tools to help achieve penetration test. The last goal is to maintain an information security policy. F5 ASM maintains a security policy which allows the user to have a view of the incoming traffic, but F5 solutions don't by themselves meet this requirement in context. So as a whole, F5 allows you to achieve PCI compliance by helping with the 10 out of 12 requirements. NetMRI is a change control management appliance within Infoblox product family. It reports about customers' existing infrastructure on the shown categories. Let's have a look from the demo appliance about each of those categories. I'm logged into one of our demo NetMRI appliance in our labs. This page shows the different NetMRI compliance reporting categories. Each of these reports can be run against the entire network or specific host. Say for example, the first default credential report, when run against your network, will try and log in using default vendor-based credentials and report back results, which will enable customers to have a visibility about their network and measures required to obtain PCI compliance. I have run a test report for demo purpose to show the results after the PCI test. This is a sample report created after running the PCI compliance test against the entire network of our demo lab. As you can see, it shows which networks and which categories are passed and failed. We can also create custom policies using policy compliance details, which would be customer specific requirements. As a whole, NetMRI focuses on automating, tracking and auditing PCI compliance reporting. Thanks for watching guys. Hope you found it useful. Please subscribe to our feeds and YouTubes. Bye.